Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hi, I'm Pete Last Guy.
I'm Wes.
I'm the man of 1,000 puns, Rick Robinson. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about WWE's Backlash, SmackDown's first pay-per-view since the brand extension draft thingy.
Even though Backlash used to be a Raw pay-per-view.
So we're not going to be necessarily making picks or predictions or anything like that. What we're going to be talking about is whether for each match, one of us is in or out. So this is going to be the first installment, let's say, of a new, let's say a new series, maybe. We'll see where that goes. In or out.
Which is very original. It's very original.
Shut up. Now at the end, we're going to tally up all the ins and outs and let you know whether or not it turns out we're in or out for Backlash as a whole. But to kick things off, we're going to talk about the tag team situation. Now I'm going to talk about those two matches. There's going to be two, maybe more. That's not an official word from WWE, but just wait, I'll get there. First match on the card, first match build. Going to be the Usos versus the Hype Bros. I will be down for this match regardless of the story leading up to it because as annoying as the Hype Bros are, they're annoying. They're still fun to watch as wrestlers. The whole broski boot thing, always exciting. Mojo Rawley, if he doesn't talk, he's got a great energy that I can really get behind ring-wise, you know? And the Usos now turned heel, and we've yet to see anything else from them since they turned heel in the go-home show before Backlash. I think they've worked heel before, but I'm excited to see what they do with it now, especially against big baby faces like the Hype Bros, who they're definitely going to beat, in my opinion, which brings me into the next round, or the next match. But before I get there, I'm in for that first match. But for the second match, I'm also in, and here's why. Again, we got aggressive heel Usos, bring in what I hope to be their aggressive, mean, angry A-game where they're going to fly around and try and hurt Rhino and Heath Slater, and you're going to have the passionate underdog brawling from Rhino and Slater. It's going to be great. We've been loving watching what Heath Slater has done, and I would love to see him get this contract, but he's not going to because you see how long they've worked this bit already. They're going to keep working this Heath Slater free agent bit, which means he's not going to win this match, which means the Usos are going to win this match, be awarded the tag team titles. But here's my theory. What I think happens is the Usos, victorious, hold up their tag team titles, and then American Alpha's music hits, because yes, I know Chad Gable is injured, but Rihanna can tell you what I think about that angle. It's a work. Okay? Chad Gable, Jason Jordan come out shouting at the Usos. The Usos are shouting back. It looks like it's going to get really intense, and then, you know, here comes somebody, or dun, 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 either one. Somebody from management comes out, says, look, this isn't how we do things here, makes a match for that night, right then, because the Usos shouldn't even be there in the first place. Make a match right there for the tag team titles, and that's going to fill up some of the empty space that mathematically we're all still left with in this pay-per-view. So regardless of whether that does happen or not, it's still going to be a great match. So of course I'm in for both of these matches. Tag team, division, SmackDown. If you asked me before, I might not have been in, but for this pay-per-view, they built it up so well, I'm absolutely in.
Awesome.
It's dope.
Speaking of awesome. You're a coward, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to talk about The Miz and Ziggler first. I am absolutely in for that match. The Miz, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated heels of all time. The amount of heat he's able to just, like, naturally get is amazing. I'm in for it because while I'm not a huge fan of Dolph Ziggler, he's a great athlete, he's electrifying to watch in the ring, he's kind of getting this like heel-y kind of gimmick almost. He's almost there where he's like, I'm not respected enough, and well, there's a reason why, because you always lose and you'll continue to lose to The Miz. And so I'm absolutely in for that one. So going to the next match, I have the women's championship match, and I am also in for that as well. I think that is going to be a good showing if they let them actually wrestle, if they give them some time. Because there is some talent in that match, and I feel like the build that they've given really gives off the fact that I think that all of them can actually win. That being said, there are a couple obvious options, either Becky or Nikki Bella, but it could be an outside source, maybe Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I would have gone the opposite way on both of those.
Oh.
That's just me, though. I don't think the build has been strong enough for either of them, but those weren't my matches, so.
You'd be wrong.
I'm
So I'm in for both of those.
Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, they're having some sort of match because apparently Randy Orton and his little viperness can just slither around, but ain't slithering fast enough for the Swamp Man. Big old dreadlocks Bray Wyatt. I don't get why. I don't really care. I like Bray Wyatt, and he just keeps on getting just thrown up and churned like the world's worst piece of ground pork that you would ever see in a metaphorical just sense, booking wise.
Getting graphic.
And then Randy Orton, like, he's Randy Orton. I like to hate him. I don't like to like him. There is a new face of fear, and it's this match because it's going to be awful, and I am out. However, a match that I am in for, a beautiful, what is going to be a glorious, enjoyable time, is D-bag Dean Ambrose taking on high school jockeyman 80s movie AJ Styles. Both these guys are great on the mic, and yeah, the build hasn't been like the super best, but it's both these guys being like, yeah, we can at least have a little bit of, fun while we're also building up a serious thing. And it's going to be a good match. I cannot wait for TNA Original to hold one of the top belts in the company, because it's going to happen at Backlash, baby! And thus I am in. Which, if we tally it up, fellas, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
We're in for 5 of them. We're out for 1. Looks like we're in for Backlash, guys. I'm excited for this show, personally. The last match, AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose historically have been people that are your go-to examples for people who aren't good on the mic, but have both had fantastic promos in recent times. And what is with Bray Wyatt? Just he does this thing where he will just randomly target someone. Is that just his gimmick now? It's like, okay, and throw a dart at a dartboard. It's Roman Reigns, shake a ladder. Or dartboard. Oh, looks like I'm gonna
chase after Randy Orton.
Yep, go after Randy Orton now. Cool.
Yep, I think it's just at the point where they just have him and they know that he gets a reaction.
Alright, anything else anybody wanted to say about either of the matches that we didn't get to talk about at all? Any thoughts on Wes's matches from Rick? Any thoughts on my matches from either of y'all?
Get into the tag matches. So, Heath Slater's got this crazy, I'm going to be free agent gimmick, works great, right? Like, he's working with it. So what if, somehow, Heath and Rhino win the tag belts over the Usos in the most shocking, glorious moment of this man's life. And then on Tuesday, Rhino goes up to him and says, yeah, I need to go back to Michigan because I'm going to do some real politics and you can just do whatever. And just leaves him and he has to drop the belts. And then he loses the contract. And the Usos get it for some stupid reason.
Also an option.
Heath Slater, baby. Hashtag Hit Slater's music.
Baby.
I'm a one-man band.
Also, okay, Rick, I gotta say, I would be out on Ambrose and AJ.
Main event.
That's fair.
I say that because I'm not a big fan of Ambrose. I don't think he's a main eventer in WWE. There's a reason why he's on SmackDown, after all.
Fighting words.
I would say that this match is going to really allow AJ to just completely shine. AJ will, in fact, outshine him, as AJ actually usually outshines everyone he's in the ring with.
How does he get that shine, by the way? Like, what shampoo does he use?
I think it's leave-in conditioner, like everybody else.
Well, you know what we think. Go and, if you're watching this, tell us what you think. There's a comment section. That's what it's for. And while you are down there, why don't you just go ahead and just drop a knee right on that subscribe button.
Just lock and load that Superman punch and punch it right in the subscribe button.
That too. Either way, share the video, watch it again, tell your friends how great it is and how fun wrestling is. If they're not fans of wrestling, they'll really want to hear how much you love it. Talk about it a lot.
Do it.
People are really into that.
If you don't, there will be plenty of backlash.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we have for you today. I'm the man of 1,000 puns, Rick Robinson.
I'm the Intercontinental Champion, Wes.
I'm Pete, last guy.
And guess what, fellas? We is out in 1, 2, 3. Ba, ba, ba. I'm just a local talent. I came to play as a price to pay. Get ready on your knees and pray. Now goodbye to the good old days. I'm never coming back if you can't say.
Most of this. And is the Wyatt family dead now? Because he walked out on Eric Rowan, and then we haven't. That's the
They
last.
are deleted. Deleted.
It was kind of a slow.
They're
slow
obsolete.
decay.
Oh.
It's kind of slowly decayed.
Oh.
Pantene, maybe. I think they have like a sleek and shine.
L'Oreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Garnier, I think, actually.
Because I'm worth it.
From Houston, Texas, baby.
But he uses his own because, you know, no one else actually,
They don't want none.
they don't want.
Yeah.
Shake a ladder, 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 shake a ladder. Drop a knee right on that subscribe button. Just a wicked. I'm talking Sasha Banks level. Just bang, double knee right on that subscribe
your
button.
hand motion.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, your hand motions, yeah.
I'm punching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Subscribe.